Hello guys, everything is okay? Are you alright? This is a TNC TV official from where you can get knowledge of English. Have you ever asked yourself if you don't speak English fluently? I'm telling you here to TNC TV official, it is a sure deal. Friends, we continue to explain more about the lessons you have to know to be fluent in English. I'm telling you, if you follow lesson by lesson, if you respect the lesson by lesson, I'm telling you, within only 3 months you are speaking English like American, like a British, like English native. It can be possible, dear friends, that you do that concerning to the American pronunciation, English pronunciation, Australian pronunciation. I'm telling you, within the shortest time, you're gonna adopt it. It can be possible, dear friends. You try, first of all, to be confident and quiet, and you follow the way I explain the lessons. You're going to see that you have delayed. Every day is that you have 10 different classes, the primary, secondary, university, until now still having the challenges of communicating with the foreigners. This is going to be the right opportunity. You subscribe. After subscribing, you watch the videos we create here, lesson by lesson. I'm telling you, I have made more researches. I've seen that it is possible to practice English within only 3 months. I've seen that only 10 lessons, when you master them within only 3 months, you are speaking. Make sure that you know 10 lessons. If you disrespect these 10 lessons, I'm telling you, you will continue to have the challenges of communicating with the foreigners. Here to TNC TV official, when you explain the lesson, you start from the bottom. It means that the low level of English. Low level of English, it's where you know less vocabulary. You have to know more vocabulary, more expressions. When you know more expressions and more vocabulary, it's not enough. You are going to add the habit of communicating with the foreigners. The time you meet the foreigners, don't think you are going to meet the one who is going to talk something you don't understand. You believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you get confident. When you are confident, I'm telling you, to speak English gets very simple for you. So, lastly, we have seen more about the pronouns. I think that everyone knows more about the pronouns. First of all, I told you that if you want to know pronouns, you have to take them as a song. You say, I know pronouns. I've seen that in English. You can find 8 kinds of pronouns. I mean, personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, and reflexive pronouns, and reciprocal pronouns. Those are 8 pronouns you have to know in English, dear friends. Today, let me tell you another lesson. Lesson number 3 should be the verbs. The verbs should be 3 once. In English, we find 3 kinds of verbs. It means auxiliary verbs, modal verbs, and full verbs. I think that until now, if you have the challenges of communicating with the foreigners, it's because you don't know more about the verbs. Auxiliary verbs should be 3. I mean, to be, to have, to do. Modal verbs, can, must, may, shall, will. You see, there are 5. Other remaining verbs are going to be full verbs. Full verbs means main verbs or principal verbs. You have to know them. All of the verbs existing apart from modal verbs and auxiliary verbs, I told you that they must be full verbs. When you know full verbs, I'm telling you, you are going to study 12 tenses. 12 tenses. When you know 12 tenses, you speak English. I'm telling you. Past tense, past continuous, past perfect continuous, present tense, present continuous, present perfect continuous, future tense, future continuous, future perfect continuous. Yes, if it isn't the first time you're opening the videos, I think that you have given order of the book Get Knowledge of English. I have the book Get Knowledge of English. When you receive this book, you can follow the lessons, you understand them, because all of the lessons I'll explain it. I have given more tangible explanations and sentences that can support you to understand. Day by day, you see there is improvement. You see your English is improving. Your English is going to improve on the condition that you follow the lessons, you follow the videos we create here. The videos we create here are the videos for the purpose of education. Educating the people. We are supporting the people who want to be fluent. The specialty here to TNC TV official is that you promote English fluency. English fluency means what? Where you speak English freely, where you don't have any break while speaking. You meet the foreigners, you communicate without any problem. You listen to them, they listen to you too. I think that until now, if you know more about the verbs, if you know more about the pronouns, if you know more about the nouns, I'm telling you, you start to understand English. You start to communicate with the foreigners freely without any problem. Friends, lesson number 3 should be verbs. Lesson number 2 should be pronouns, as you have seen. Lesson number 1 should be nouns. I think that you know more about nouns. 6 nouns, 8 pronouns, and 3 kinds of verbs. By here, you have to know also 6 moods. 6 moods of speaking. Indicative mode. Indicative mode is very important. When you are demonstrating, when you are presenting your plans, this is indicative mode. For instance, you can say, tomorrow I shall go to the city. Tomorrow I shall go to the city. All of the statements like that, all of the sentences like these ones are in indicative mode. Commonly, you're going to see that you are trying to conjugate the verbs in future. After indicative mode, you are going to study imperative mode. Imperative mode means what? Means where you are ordering, where you are commanding. By here, you have to know how you command, how you give orders. For instance, you can say, come here please, go there please, do this please, bring this please, okay? By here I think that if you know the first time you are attending the classes of English, you see that this is imperative mode. After imperative mode, you're going to see subjunctive mode. Subjunctive, it's like wishes. Wishes. There are some things should happen, they didn't happen, and you are regretting. When you are regretting, sometimes you can apply subjunctive mode. For instance, let me give you an example of subjunctive mode. Here, you can say, I wish, or if I studied, if I knew English. I wish I studied English. If I studied English. This is the sentence number 1. If I studied English. If I knew English. Okay. If I went to the city. If. It's if plus subject plus past tense of the verb. Okay. When you take if, you add a subject, you add the verb conjugated in the past. This is subjunctive mode. Take it as a subjunctive mode. Oh, if I knew English, if I spoke English, if I communicated with the foreigners, okay? If I went to the city, this is subjunctive mode. After subjunctive mode, of course, you are going to learn conditional mode. Conditional mode, we have A and B. A and B. A is going to be conditional present and conditional what? Conditional past. Conditional present, for instance, you can say, I should go to the city. I should write a book. I should send SMS. It's a should plus a verb without it to. This is conditional present. Conditional A or present is like this, okay? I should call you. I should visit my cousin. I should have meeting today. This is conditional present. After conditional present, you can say you can add conditional past. I should have studied English. I should have communicated with the foreigners. I should have spoken. It should have plus a past participle. This is going to be conditional past. I think that please, if you have attended different classes, you know this. It's not the first time you are understanding. You are listening to it. I should have. You should have done what today? Can you tell me what you should have done today? Okay. I should have brought some money. I should have gone somewhere. Okay. This is conditional mode. After conditional mode, you are going to study participle mode. Participle mode means what? By here, you have to know how you can conjugate the verbs that are ended by ing form. Participle mode also have present participle and the past participle. Present participle, it is when the verb that is ended by ing form is preceded by be. I am going, I am speaking, I am writing, I am sending. It's like a present continuous. For instance, I give present continuous. Present continuous. By here, you can find absolutely participle mode or present participle. Past participle instance, you can find it in a conjugation of the verb in a present perfect, where you say, I have written, I have seen him, I have met my uncle, I have gone, I have spoken, I have written. So these verbs are in participle mode B. It means present perfect. It's an instance from where you can find a participle mode. After participle mode, you're gonna see infinitive mode. Infinitive mode by here. Okay, you have to know A and B also. For instance, can say, I go to cook, I go to write, I go to send SMS, I go to call somebody, I go to meet someone. Okay, by here, this is infinitive mode A or infinitive present. Infinitive present, we're gonna see also infinitive past. Infinitive past means what? Means where you are going to have something to be done. For instance, I'm going to have my smartphone repaired. I'm going to have a house built. By here, you see, I'm going to have something done. When you're having something done, this is infinitive past or infinitive mode B. So by here, I don't understand. You're going to leave a comment. After leaving a comment, you're going to see what I can change, how I can explain more, how I can continue to deliver you the explanations. Okay, but I think that you give order of the book, Get Knowledge of English. When you give this book, I'm going to send it by email, by WhatsApp. When the book reaches you, you're going to read lesson by lesson. You have to be careful. You have to be careful here, because when you don't know the conjugation, you cannot speak English fluently. You are going to speak English fluently on condition that you master verb. The chapter of verbs, it's a chapter, sometimes is somehow harder. You have to understand it. Okay, you have to understand it. You can even WhatsApp me, mail me. I'm there to explain you. I will continue to make sure that you understand conjugation of the verbs. In 12 tenses, 6 modes. After 6 modes, you are going to learn affirmative form. Affirmative form, negative form, interrogative form, and question tag. You don't know question tag, you don't know negative form, you don't know interrogative form, you don't know affirmative form. I don't think so. I think you know more about these forms if you really have attended the English classes. So let me remind you this, before ending my videos, let me remind you this. Please make sure you know 6 kinds of nouns, 8 kinds of pronouns, 3 kinds of verbs. You know more about the 12 tenses, 6 modes, and 4 forms. Leave a comment. After leaving a comment, tomorrow I will create another video that will continue to support you to be fluent in English. Guys, don't joke here. When you know the language, you know it. When you don't know it, you don't know it. And we have seen that the importance of the language is to communicate with the foreigners. Every day is that you meet the foreigners and you fail to communicate, I'm telling you, you need to follow these special courses here to TNCTV official. All of the lessons are delivered. You keep watching the videos, you leave a comments, and you share the videos with others, and you see where you can find the right solution of your English fluency. I told you that my name is Celestine. I was born in Rwanda, grew up in Rwanda. I did more research about English. I've seen that is possible. You practice English like American, like a British, like English native. It is possible. I love you. Bye-bye. See you next time.